Hello boys and girls, welcome to the Math Club. In this video we're going to talk about changing the subject. Question 7. Make R the subject of each formula. Now here we have this formula here, C equals 2 pi R. This is the formula of the circumference of a circle, C equals 2 times pi R. Now this one we have A equals 4 pi R squared, A equals 4 pi R squared. So what do? We need to make R the subject. It means we make R alone, in which we end up with R equals the other side. Now we're going to do each one of them alone. We're going to follow the same steps. Here we notice that what? We notice that all of them are multiplied by each other. It means I'm going to do the opposite of multiplying. As we said before, in changing the subject, you always start with addition and subtraction. If you don't have any more variables or constants added or subtracted, it means you're gonna move on to the multiplied and divided elements. Now all of them here are multiplied, so I'm gonna take them to the other side by dividing. So first I'm gonna take these. We have 2 and pi. Because I want to leave the R alone, I'll take the 2 and the pi to the other side by dividing. So I end up with what? I end up with C, like this, divided by 2 pi. 2 pi. Now let me put the C first. C divided by 2 pi. I'm going to write the pi with the lines. This. So C divided by 2 pi. Like this. Now I'm going to make a fraction line. Equals what? Very good. Equals R. So I took everything to the other side. Because it's multiplied, I took it by dividing. And I end up with R equals C over 2 pi. Now let's move on to the next one. Same idea here, but we have an extra step. We notice that we have the 4 and the pi here. So we're going to take them to the other side. They are multiplied by the R squared. So I have to take it to the other side and then follow the steps. So first, I take these to the other side by dividing. So I end up with what? Very good. We have A divided by 4 and pi, multiplied by each other. So 4 pi. Let's do the pi here. 4 pi. And then let's put the fraction line over here. So we understand it's divided. And then equals what? Very good. Equals R power of 2. R power of 2. Because I took 4 pi to the other side, I end up with R squared or R power of 2. Now I want to remove the square. It means I'm going to do the opposite of squaring, which is what? Very good. Square root. I'm going to do square root for both sides. So I'm going to do square root here for this side, like this, and then square root for this side. Focus on this. The opposite of square is square root, and the opposite of square root is square. Now the square will be removed with the square root, and I end up with R. So I'm going to write it here. So R equals A divide 4 pi, A divide 4 pi, like this, 4 and pi. Let me write the pi like this. So A is divided by 4 pi, and all of them are under the root, or the square root, like this, and then divided as a fraction, and then we have the root here, okay? Don't forget this, that the square root cancels the square, so I end up with R alone, and this is the final answer for this question. I hope you understood the idea. Follow the same steps. If we have multiplying and dividing, we only work with multiplying and dividing. But if we have addition and subtraction, we have to finish them first, and then we start with the multiplying and dividing part. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.